Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. We got this semi-regular feature. We're going to be doing art with Oscar, and this is Oscar Carreno. I know this is not my normal time, but time differential. I'm home from work, so we figure we'll do something a little early. So we got about an hour and a half maybe, and then we have to go. So this is part two, art with Oscar. How's it going, Oscar?
Hey, how you doing?
Uh,
Uh,
we got a commentary. Matt says, "Love the structure gesture drawings." Yeah, were you around for the first time, Matt? It was a lot of fun. I didn't
hey,
realize that you were also one of the doctors of Doctor Who. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I hear the rumor that they got thinking on canceling or put it in back for 5 years.
Yeah, I heard that the current doctor is rage quit, and they might
I,
have David Tennant come back.
I can't believe that the scripts are for Moffat. Moffat was the better writer for Doctor Who with Matt Smith.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I haven't watched it.
Well,
I
the
stopped
walk happened.
I stopped watching it after the what was it, The Endless Child or something like that. When they just said that there was always a big fat black woman was the original Doctor Who, and she was the best. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah, but I think Nick Tagatwa and I don't remember the name of the woman, but they are good doctors, but the scripts are horrible.
Right, like Peter Capaldi, he had a couple of really good stories, and he had a bunch of bad ones.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
started going bad after Peter Capaldi, if you ask me.
I like the Peter Capaldi doctor, but
Yeah,
yeah, there are very worse scripts.
my problem was in real life history, every actor who played Doctor Who was younger than the previous Doctor. So I thought they were going to incorporate that into the show. You
I
know,
never get ginger.
yeah, get a younger ginger actor. I thought like the kid who played Ron Weasley.
Yeah, yeah. I think this will be a good doctor, or maybe I don't remember the name of the Loki actor.
For who?
Uh, Loki. I don't remember the name. The actor who played Loki in Marvel,
Tom
Tom
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be a good doctor too.
Oh, he would be good. Yeah. Yeah, he would be really good. I don't know. I was rooting for the kid who played Tom Weasley, Ron Weasley, because he's
Yeah,
redheaded and he's younger. Doctor
yeah,
Who
yeah, yeah,
getting younger and younger every incarnation.
yeah. And he's weird.
And also during the Tom Baker years, they said that there could only be 14 regenerations. So who knows. But so I guess it lasted. There was 14 generations, and then the show canceled. I'm of the opinion that let it go, let it die, and then you know let there be another thing. Things end. Star Trek should end. Star Wars should end. Doctor Who should end. I'm of that opinion. John, that's not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are a lack of good ideas. You know what? They are going to reboot 90s, 80s ideas like He-Man and Ninja Turtles and Thundercats, and yeah, that worked good, but it's time for a new idea.
It wasn't yeah, they were all realistically in real life. Each actor was a little bit younger than the previous actor. The only one I'm not sure of is the seventh Doctor. Was the seventh Doctor younger than the 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 sixth Doctor? That's the only one I'm not sure of. But it was kind of a pattern. They were getting younger. I'm
Yeah,
mad. My first big getting mad at Doctor Who was when they made the War Doctor, John Hurt. When he became the Doctor, there was no reason for John Hurt because David, what's his name? Pete McGann, the eighth Doctor. He only had one story, and he was still in good shape. He still looked good. He could have been the War Doctor.
which one? The American?
Yeah,
The American movie?
the American movie. You know what I mean? because he only had that one bad movie, and then they went to the Ninth Doctor on the reboot.
Yeah.
But they had the Doctor previously before him be John Hurt. There was no need for John Hurt. That should have been Patrick McGann's story. You know, he could have came out all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then towards the end he was all razzled and shell-shocked and everything like that. And he's still a good actor. You know, they had that little scene where they had him regenerate. You know,
Yeah.
they had a little 5-second, and he still looked great. He still looked and he looked threatening. You know, that would have been awesome. Oh, it was 12 regenerations, not 14. So what was it? There was 13 doctors. But didn't they say during the Colin, what's his name? The fifth Doctor, the one that nobody liked, the blonde curly-haired Doctor, that the 14th Doctor was going to be called the Valeyard, or was it the 13th generation? Now I'm getting myself mixed
No,
up.
I don't remember that. I watched Doctor Who when Tom Baker in Mexico, where they put it in the TV, and forget about it before until Eccleston comes to the reboot.
Colin Baker was older than Sylvester McCoy. Sylvester McCoy just looked older, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we start with that.
The first Doctor, the oldest actor to play the Doctor. Troughton was younger than him. John Pertwee was younger. Tom Baker was younger than him. Peter Davidson was younger. Now I forget the name of the next Doctor, the blonde-haired curly Doctor. I thought he was younger than Tom Baker. And the one
I know what you said, but I don't remember the name too.
Hey, Logic, you're getting on my nerves now. I've been watching Doctor Who since probably before you were born. Okay. All right, fine. All right, so let's get to art.
Okay. If you see the previous class, you remember a little something, no? We say drawing is easy, and you just need to remember a little rules, or understanding and practice. Practice a lot, because it's not osmosis, it's not a magic thing. The problem with the principle of drawing is the new artists want to draw and make everything easy. With the YouTube videos, it looks like it's very easy because it's fast, but it is you need to practice and understand the rules. Obviously, the rules are to break, but you need to know the rules to break it. Yeah?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. We established in the previous class that we just need to know three figures. Yeah? The sphere, the cube, the cube, and the cylinder.
Okay, yes, we were talking about that. We got the basic. Yeah, we got the basic.
If you don't mind these three figures, you can draw anything you want. And we established that the sphere.
Are you going to bring up your screen?
Ma?
Are you going to bring up a screen so we can see what you're drawing?
Yeah, please. I don't see that.
Yeah, you got to share it.
Share it. No, I share it then.
No, you turned it off, I guess.
Okay, let me share. Okay. Can you put it?
Yes, there we go.
All right. Yeah. It's difficult to understand it if you don't see it. Yeah, we established that the sphere don't change if you move it. Don't change the shape. And the cylinder is easy to domine if you put it into the cube or the box. and you only need to domain the cube. If you can move it of every side, just like if you have the cube front, or if you got it side, or if you need to see it from above, or see it in perspective. You know, if it's a box of a little long, you know, you need to practice to domain this shape, the
Every
cube shape.
every boy I know, at least back in like grammar school, we were drawing all these shapes on our notebooks. You know what I mean? All the time. Like I think kids are natural artists, and we just sooner or later we get discouraged and stop. But
Yeah, it's come natural, but if you uh, practice to the to the eye to see things a certain in a certain
yeah,
form. For me, is too easy to domain a shape if you compare to something you know. You know, if I need to draw arm, and maybe I see this like a bat, or like a chicken leg, or a light bulb, something I know, because as previous class we say the mind, the brain is difficult to manage mathematics, and geometry is related to mathematics. It's
right,
difficult to the brain to say it. Try to imagine a sphere, or a box, or a more anamorphic form, but it's easy to try to imagine a cup, or a soda can, or a box of cigarettes. Something I know is better
you're
to.
a smoker. You still a box of cigarettes. You still smoke.
No, I stopped smoking a lot. I vape.
No,
I vape a little bit, because I
it's
had
okay. I'm just teasing. I haven't
I
seen a
had
box of cigarettes since my mom stopped smoking.
yeah, every box, a box of cards, or a box of
Yeah,
medicine,
I'm
or
just
a box
teasing.
of, but the as a sample, is a lot of difficult for some people to try to move a cylinder, because of the perspective, and how the base deform when we tilt the can. But if we think uh, is the easy form to picture, because we have a cylinder every day, like a cup of coffee, like a soda can, and we have it in our eyes. When we sip in a soda can, we have it in our hands, in front of our eyes, and see how move it. It's just to remember that, and we have it every day. We always in a day uh, have a cup of glass of a cup of coffee, or a soda can, or something we talk, and is the information is in our brain. You need to remember, and it's more difficult try to imagine a cylinder. But if we think the soda can, or the cup, the glass cup in our hands, and picture frame by frame how we tilt until we zip it. It's in front of our eyes. It's just the try to remember the information and picture it frame by frame. And it's easy to remember and to draw it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. If we picture the box or the cube in all the forms, we have half of the drawing of the method drawing done. Yeah. We need to establish another rules like a guide. The guides. The guides is important because they establish how the things move. Yeah, on like a sample in the sphere, if we draw something like this,
Okay.
it's a circle because we don't see the roundness of the figure.
It's
Yeah.
just a two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even. Yeah. All right.
If I want to draw a straight line in a circle, of course, it will look like this, all straight. Yeah, but if I want to draw a straight line in a sphere, it becomes the roundness of the globe. If we draw a line exactly in the middle, it looks like a straight line.
Right.
But if we want to draw a straight line in the other side, it's going to become curved.
Right. It creates the illusion of a sphere.
Yeah. If we want to draw a comic, it's obviously it's in 2D,
Right.
but we need to make the illusion of 3D. Yeah.
Right.
Of course, if we draw a straight line exactly in the middle, horizontal, it looks like a line, flat line, but the same, that make a illusion of roundness.
Right.
Yeah.
See, it looks like a globe now.
Yeah. These guides, obviously, as I say, get a function to when we try to move the figure, and gets a guide to how do you say, to establish where the thing we put in the figure, where we going when we move the figure.
Okay.
Sample. I make this quickly. The last class. If I make these lines and I establish something into this figure, like in the center of the lines, I put a nose, and in close the nose, you look like these guys divide the like a head,
Right.
in right side, up and above. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cartoon character now.
Yeah. I put an example with a cartoon.
Right.
Because the simplistic.
Right.
But this same method is applied with a realistic image than a cartoon. It's the same. I not angry, but I make me noise when they open class for a manga or a European style or American or realistic class, but it's the same. you need to know the rules, and the only different from the other style is how much detail you put it in it. But it works for a very cartoony child comic, or it's a realistic Sarrevic Jerónimo Peña art. It's the same. It's applied the same method. Yeah. We put these features on the face, thinking on the guys. If I want to move this little head, this guy head, I thinking of these guys. If I got to move it three quarters in for
So you
that
you want to rotate the head? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, like this straight line is a curve. Then let me put it this bigger. Okay, this line becomes a curve. Yeah, if you rotate, this line keeps right. Yeah, and this side that is curved now is like in this.
Right.
Yeah, then the nose will be here. You know where the eye is like this. This size is here. The mouth is just a single.
A single line that crosses.
Yeah. Is in this line.
Right.
And this the ear is in this. Obviously, this ear is from the other side. Is don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we wanted to move it like they move the head to upside, it's the same. We move this like a curve, and this line now is curved. Yeah. And make exactly the same. In the cross is the nose.
Okay, he's looking. Okay.
The eye is here. Obviously, the round nose almost hide the other eye. Here, this line is here. Obviously, the ear is here. The mouth is here. The ear is hide from the other side, and we still move. We establish the guides, these guys, where the face figures we establish, and we can move things with these guys. You know, we maybe is here.
Do you draw these guidelines when you make like if you were drawing a full-on serious comic book, okay, like let's just say a war comic. You can't get more serious than a war comic. Would you draw these guidelines and then erase them and everything too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is what makes me consistent in every panel.
Yeah, that'll okay. All right.
Yeah, without the guides, it's easy to make a Picasso. The eye a little up and the mouth a little down.
And again, I never claimed to be a good artist, but I always used to doodle as a kid. And when I got art books, and I took 2 or 3 art classes, and I didn't want to draw those little guidelines and erase or anything like that. I just was like, I just want to draw Superman. I just, so I discouraged myself. Nobody discouraged me but me.
Yeah, obviously, at the first, it takes a little more time
Right.
because you need to establish your hand to make that muscle
Yeah.
memory,
See, I just
and
was too
and
impatient.
obviously to understand the rules. But with the time, if you draw constantly, you you simplify the method. More of the guides and the figures and all the how do you say the measures
Yeah.
when you do it in your mind and you simplify your method
Okay.
because it's more easy to to figure it out in your mind. Yeah, it's like animators. Animators use the same method, but in 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 the making of do it frame by frame too fast, they simplify to not to make a real body like figure it out every figure to make a body. You they just go more like a, um, like a triangles, more like capture the action more than the figure. And when they capture this, there are another people like a cleanup artist that define the figure and the muscles and simplify the tiles to work an animation. Yeah? But the principle of all is like this: use the with the practice and the you know the urgent of the work, you simplify your method to be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even with the technological like tablets and that, you can skip steps. Like if you are completely digital artist, you don't need to pencil. You just sketch and ink, and you draw with ink because now you can uh, erase the ink and correct things, and you skip the pencil stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The guides is important because they establish where the other things in the figure, how they told you how to move it. Yeah, because this is the other rule that you need to know how to move things when you add. Obviously, move a single figure is easy, but obviously we want to make a face, so we make a move a body. A body are um, like a 70, 80 figures move it at once. Yeah, and you need to think like if you are making a animation in stop motion. Yeah,
Yeah. I do
you.
like I do like already this little cute little circle guy. It already looks like he's looking around for something. You know,
Yeah.
or, you know, have you read Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud?
Yeah,
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 like
yeah. For a new artist, it's a little complex,
yeah,
but he got a lot of a good theory.
I read it years ago, and then I reread it before I wanted to make my comic, and just little things that you don't think of, like how your mind fills in the gap in between gutters, and now my brain can't help but figure out he's like I'm filling the gaps. This poor little guy is looking for something that he lost. Like I'm thinking,
Yeah,
looking for my keys. Look at a mouse is making like I'm making up a story and fill it in the gaps.
Yeah. It's pacing. It's pacing in comics.
Yeah,
but
fun
you
already.
need.
All you're doing is doodle a little guy, and our brain. When everybody says "Don't judge me," I always laugh. But I said that's what we do. Our brain automatically judges and fills in gaps and jumps to conclusions. We can't help it. But that's what makes comic books work: is that we fill in the gaps and make conclusions. Like when you see a man looking out the window in a comic book, there's no body there, but we know it. So anyway, I just got excited, Oscar.
But you remember what we established in the first class? Our mind fill the gaps between the drawings, but we cannot imagine nothing we can see before.
Right.
Yeah. There's no image from nothing. We need to put in our brain information to get imagination.
Right.
Yeah. You see this because you know how people react where we are looking for something. We still move the head, but the guide give me the chance to establish this is the same character. If we change for a more oval or a cube or a triangle, this we interpreting this like a different character, but we establish the same figure with the same features. It looks like the same guy, and you interpret like it's like a different panel. Yeah, it is how the pacing in comics works. Okay, the a little difficult more from this little exercise is when we need to put more figures in that. No, it's like we need to practice to see a figure like that. We need a cube with a cylinder, and I'm putting a sphere like here. Yeah. We need to establish how to move these three figures like a one.
Right.
And the logic finished, Oscar. My apologies.
Yeah, we're talking too much about Doctor Who, and I said we got to stop talking about Doctor Who. He apologized for distracting me. I said it's no big deal.
No problem. I like Doctor Who too.
Right.
This is
I can go on and on about Doctor Who, the problems, but I don't want to get distracted.
No. We can.
I was just talking about Doctor Who last night, so it's on my mind. So again, I'm distracted myself. I'm too easily distracted, Oscar. I'm like a little kid.
This exercise is like going from a little and start to complicate until we we draw a figure with clothes, with texture, with shadows, with colors that is more complicated. But we start little, like moving a single figure, and and make with the guys start to move a little more figure, but it's more complicated when we have something like this. Yeah, we establish three figures, but we don't need to, or we don't want to think the three figures are the same.
Right.
Mostly the same figure like a whole. We need to establish one first. I going to go to with the cube. And when we establish how to move this, I'm going to move the cylinder. It's like it's in the center.
Right.
we established there are not the whole cube just like this. And it's a little perspective. And this is like the cylinder is inside of the sphere. And then we have the sphere like this. If we think like this, if we can move this, like, okay, the sphere is first, more like we have this. This cross is like a how to know where the center is.
Oh, now it's coming at us. Okay.
A little perspective, and obviously the if we know that the sphere is a little small than the cube.
Yeah, it's not as wide as the cube.
Yeah, but how the sphere is in front is a optical illusion that is bigger.
Right. What do they call that? Forced perspective, right?
Not for perspective. It's like a perspective like this. You know, we can have a triangle and a sphere and a cube the same size, but if we put it one in front and you know the
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the term for that. Foreshortening,
foreshortening. Yeah,
that's okay.
You know, it's going to see like
yeah, there we go.
Like it's bigger or
yeah,
like you put it there. Obviously my hands is little than my head, but
right.
if we have it like this, is whole the whole screen is my hand.
Right.
It's an optical illusion. Yeah. If we can move this, we can have the another piece for drawing easy.
Yeah.
The more complicated is something like this. Try to move things when are several figures in the same drawing. Just put it like that, like this. In our body are figure like we say it like an anchor. The main figures and everything is glued to it. Let me put in an example.
Yeah. R.J. Williams asks, "What do we draw? We're just drawing basic figures. This is our second art class, so we're still at the beginning levels. If you just joined us, last week Oscar was just showing basic shapes and everything, and now he's just showing how to be consistent in rotating 3D objects.
Yeah,
something that it's basic for artists, but for non-artists like me, this is fascinating.
Yeah, I trying to start from the beginning.
Right.
You know, I started with idea of doing this in your channel because of Luna. I see a show you got it with Luna, and he say he wanted to do his comic book. He don't know how to start.
Yes.
He don't know how to start. He don't know how to draw.
Yes.
And I think in this because of him, because of a lot of Lunas are there who see your channel and want to start a comic and don't know how to start.
Right. Yeah? Luna's a young guy who's he wanted to make a YouTube channel from a guy who couldn't draw, and then just draw a little bit every day and watch his progress over the time. I thought that was a fascinating idea. Yeah.
This class is not for
Yeah, Renzo
established artist like Renzo.
Yeah, Renzo doesn't need this class. Yeah, right.
No.
Me.
It's like in first know the basic
Right.
knowledge of basic rules. Yeah. I would say if we have a body, we have like anchor figures. An anchor is like a main figure who rules the body. Yeah.
Okay.
Is like this sphere is like or a school shape, not the jaw, use the school. Yeah. This is an anchor. This is another form. This might change like an easy, like a box or like a melon, watermelon, or like I use a shape like Superman to make the torso shape. Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy for me to know and to move it. But I think this is more complicated for a beginner. We can use a watermelon shape, and this like a mid orange or mid lemon shape that is like how do you know the pelvis is in English too?
Yeah, pelvis, torso. Yeah, pelvis.
And school. Those three are the anchor or the main figures in the body. They move independently, and these are the figures who move all the body. Yeah. But as the main, there are some other figures in there, like a jaw, like a nose, like a mouth and eyes, and this torso has like a shoulders, like an arm, like a the arms, and this pelvis has the leg figure. No? It's cylinders, but as a main figures, they move independently, like we have watermelon here with our guys to know where how they move and have or head and have or lemon. This line is like a center line, but it moves. Let me change a little this.
Okay.
To see more movement. Yeah. And see how our line or see how our middle line change. And with this movement, I can establish or main or other figures, like this shoulder is a cylinder, but how this watermelon moves, check this, and these cylinders of the the legs, they move because how the base figure move it. Yeah,
That is
like
cool. I don't know why I'm seeing
this cylinder
Nick
is
Fury
in,
in action right now.
yeah, this cylinder is in perspective.
Like those old Steranko comics, Nick Fury was always contorted in different action, which is why I never liked Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. He was always like sitting down or behind a desk or telling other people. Nick Fury was jumping on bombs and stuff.
Yeah, and we established this other figure, no?
That is cool. It looks like you can see the action in it. It looks like he's twisting his body. That hand behind him is going to spin and knock the crap out of somebody.
Yeah, this is why this guides is important.
Yeah,
because if we have this straight line, is no movement.
right.
But if we know that the three figures are independent and give that motion, we know that action, this guy who divides the body converted in an action line.
Yeah.
And this is like how to the body moves and how these three figures move, they domain the others figures glue it in it with that, and we start to establish another like start to figure it out with a simple figures. And if you know that, you know this is cylinders, spheres, and cubes. Yeah. Another things I make me easier to think is like establish like materials, like hard materials and soft materials. Like these main figures are like wood or stone. They are hard and don't squeeze or don't deform. Yeah, but this like this cylinder like this, or this cylinder like the neck, are like a rubber. Yeah, they twist, they bend, and make more easier to to know how to move the body. Just like if I start with that with the torso and make the guide, we know that torso is like to there. Yeah.
Yep.
And make a lemon pelvis and make a guide to know like this, and make the skull like is saying like in the front. Yeah, these are hard material, and now we establish the other figure. And I put it that these figures based in the guidelines. It's bended. Oops. It's a sphere, a cylinder, and this this arm is exactly the same issue with this.
Right.
If I domain this, it's easy to domain an arm or a leg. I try to draw this part of the arm, and I thinking like a chicken leg. Is a chicken leg in there? And if I need to draw a hand, I thinking, I thinking like a piece of bread, and the bread is soft and he can bend. If you see is cylinders, spheres.
That's a Spider-Man drawing. Yeah, that's like a Ditko Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. Cylinder, spheres, and we establish how they move like it's a cylinder, it's a sphere. It's really easy if you can domain the figure, like try to practice several figures in the same movie, like one, and respect our guides. If you don't respect our guides, everything will move and is going to be a different character in every panel. I try to establish like an easy method. Like you from here, you don't go to this because it's too difficult. We are going to more easy, like what's the next from this head. We can move like this. I know this is for school, and we are going to go to another figure, like a joke, and in this line, between this line, where I'm going to put another figure and another figure, and we can have a Pooh Bear. Yeah, something we need to know to develop a character or to draw a character is to know the front and the side, like a profile.
Yeah, when Renzo was sending me, when we were designing the patriarch, he sent me a front, a side, a back, and then like a tilted,
Yeah, if you want to draw someone multiple times, you need to know how to establish, because if we see things in front, it can be very different in the side. You remember that E.T. creature, that the movie, the Spielberg movie?
Which movie?
How huh? The E.T. movie.
Oh yeah, E.T. Yeah.
You know the front of that?
Right. It looked like a lime.
Like an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have a little nose like this and a big eyes. And have like a monkey lips and a lot of wrinkles. Yeah, it was look like this in the front. But if the character designer gives only this, the others, the puppet makers, never imagine how he got a hammer,
Right.
a hammer head. Yeah, maybe I was thinking like a little, like a normal head. But if we establish he had a hammer head, it's easy to draw in multiple turnarounds. Like this, I draw a circle, but we establish like this is a nose. Yeah. If we know these two, we start to move it like in a side. We know exactly this side, and it's easy to draw it in 3/4 like this. How do you think? Any questions?
No, I'm enjoying this, and it's funny because I can't help but like fill in the gaps. Like that guy threw the figure that you drew. It looks like he threw a ball. He had his hand behind him, and in the next panel he's like that. You know what I mean? So it animates itself, and then Winnie the Pooh is looking for the ball. I can't help but look at the art and fill in the gaps. It's so fun.
Yeah. It's how to establish a panel for panel in a comic. How do you go with the hour?
We'll get a stop soon because at 7:00 I got another talk. So anything you want to finish up with?
No, we can finish this.
Okay, we'll stop here.
And in 2 weeks we can come later to continue.
We'll do it we'll do it every 2 weeks if that's good for you. This is fun. I enjoy this. Yeah. I don't share my artwork yet because it's embarrassing, but I think it's fun. I gotta try it.
Yeah, practice. You have 2 weeks for practice.
Next time I see Luna, I'll ask him about if he's watching this. DC Miller, I see your art. DC's been posting on Twitter his art, and his art kind of reminds me of yours in a bit, Oscar. You see, he drew that G. Jonah Jameson, and he drew a couple of fan pictures also. How would you, DC? Would you agree with all of everything that Oscar's doing here? Because I noticed what did you say over here?
It's very basic.
Yeah, the line of action, he said, is the most important thing. So I like that all the artists get this. This is all new to me. It's fun. All right. So we'll shut down. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, today's Friday. I forgot today was Friday. For sure, I could tell Oscar comes from animation. Yeah, Oscar, you did animation for years, right?
Yeah. I studied movies and animation, but I'm from concept part, more like pre-production.
Yeah. DC, do you do animation, or are you a professional artist, or are you a hobby artist? But just either answer in the comments, because I'm going to shut this down. I'm gonna go get ready because I got Adam Lawson is going to be here at 7:00, and then at 8:30 we're going to do It's Clobbering Time.
Yeah.
Animation is for suckers, but makes the best artists.
Well, hope you practice and this help for better your drawings.
And
see you in 2 weeks.
And if anybody wants, you want to throw a couple bucks for Oscar. I get none of this. I just enjoy it. This is all Oscar.
Yeah, you only if you think this help. If you want to make a donation, is welcome.
Guess that's why I was mad at myself for distracting talking about Doctor Who because
no problem.
All right, so I'll see you on the same channel in about a half hour with Adam Lawson. All right, bye everybody.
Okay.
This is fun.
Bye.